I'm here sitting on the porch, and I was talking to a friend of mine, one of my accountability partners. Um, is helping me get a lot of things rolling and has really helped a lot of people do things. His name is Tristan Schaub. If you don't know him, then go follow him. Really, he's just a genius. But in saying that, it was a topic that we were talking about yesterday, and the topic was how does he feel? How do I feel about like the Gary Vaynerchuk document and everything? Because whenever I talk, I'm gonna let everybody in on a little secret, so it's no longer a secret. When I talk, it's almost like a stream of consciousness, innate something that comes out of me that I don't really get. I haven't rehearsed it. I don't really get um, what I am saying at the time a lot of times, and then I'll talk to people and they'll go, "Wow, that was great," and it's like I want to record everything that I say and be able to go back and hear it because whenever I get this stream of God coming out of my mouth, uh, I'm not really paying attention to the actual words. I am trying to follow the direction at which they need to go. And so I'll have people say, "Well, can you repeat that?" And really, I can't. It's like, sorry, I don't know really what came out of my mouth, and it is a blessing and a fault. Um, I was listening to Jamie Winship talk about his living fearlessly, and in one of his presentations, it might have been. I was listening to the audiobook, so it could have been in the audiobook. It could have been one of his YouTube videos. He talks about his preparation for a talk again, how he taught and how he feels that if he went to pay somebody money, if he went to sit through um, an event, how disappointed he would be if it was a canned event, if it was a canned speech, a canned presentation. And so he talks about how every presentation he does is unique, and he doesn't really record it and put it down on in his notes and everything else so that he can do it again because he wants every presentation to be unique. And that's kind of how my whole life has been. When going through school, part of our education was patient interactions, and we actually had a board exam that was just basically all that about how you go in, you interact with the patient, you see what's going on, and then you give them your response. And we had classes based upon this. And whenever I would prepare and try to go over, okay, I need to hit this part, and this part, my grades were horrible. But whenever I laughed, whenever I didn't take things seriously, whenever I did a little bounce before I went in and just was present in the moment, that's when my grades would go up. I always used to tell people whenever I study, whenever I try to prepare and I rehearse and do everything else like that, all those thoughts then come together at once, and I just kind of mumble and stumble through everything, and things come out in the wrong order, and it's just not authentic, and I just feel horrible whenever I'm doing it. But if not necessarily caught off guard, like it would be nice if I knew what was happening, but if it's like, hey, can you come here and I just have a question for you, and then I just go and just let it flow, that always seems to come out better, and people seem to receive it more. And it's not that it's inauthentic if you're preparing. Some people, that's the way that their brains are structured, and they need to be able to go, this is what I need to say, this, and then next, and then next, and then next. But with myself, like, even this video, I sat down, I was drinking my coffee. I did another video just a second ago about accountability and how most people need accountability and not coaches. Um, and like the topic hits me, and I say, you know what, let's do a video on it. I don't go through everything that I want to say. That is like, I got the topic, I got the main headline, and the rest of everything comes as I talk. So sometimes it could seem like it's unorganized, but It's really the way my mind works. Um, so, sorry, big truck going through. Pepsi, you can see it in the reflection. Uh, so you'll see these people that are rehearsing these lines and these scripts for YouTube, and it sounds great. I mean, really, I am almost envious at times for the people that can sit down, take the minute to write out a script and then follow the script. My mind doesn't work that way. But and also in saying that, I feel like I need to record everything because I want to be able to help more people, and if it's helping one person whenever I say something, it'll help more people. So it's just the thought that went through my head is presentations, how things work, and just that stream of consciousness that even now when I'm like, okay, what was the topic that I was talking about? I don't know. And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's this stream of consciousness thing. So it's kind of seems like a rabid chipmunk sometimes whenever I talk. I think it could probably frustrate a lot of people, but hey, it's who I am. But I'm curious. Does Are there other people like that? Are you one that you need to sit down and write everything out, or are you one that's like, you know what, I'm just gonna flow with it? And if in the middle of my talk I need to talk about something else, or a story comes up, or anything else like that, then I'm just gonna let it flow. And that's kind of how I am, as you can tell from this video. But I just wanted to reach out and wonder if there's other people like that out there, or you know, sometimes people that are, maybe it's one of those things where if I am so unstructured that maybe I should try being structured, and other people that are structured, maybe they should try being unstructured and see how it goes. But otherwise, take care.